We last week or 2 weeks ago we came through a gate to a place unknown. I don't know if you guys are assuming you're in Nawan or somewhere else on another plane of existence, or somewhere maybe outside of the 8 cities, perhaps. But there seems to be a welcome party ready for you or somebody who is set to come through. And with a little difficulty, you dealt with the demon. It was definitely a demon that was summoned to block your entrance. Making your way through the woods, you found yourself quickly becoming disoriented, having to go long ways around ravines and maybe getting off the path that was leading towards what you saw was signs of habitation. What those signs were was just basically smoke in the air. Several campfires, fairly sizable ones by the looks of things, but definitely either a small village or a large camp of some sort. And then as you kind of made your way meandering through this tangled, thick forest, you could hear the sounds of wolves in the distance, and they quickly circled in on you. And then you found out, much to your horror or chagrin, that they weren't actually wolves, that they were human-wolf hybrids. Much like the legendary Lankhmar ratmen were able to take a different form, the form of rats, in the form of a rat and a man. Once these creatures were killed, they reverted to a human form. They were all men in their late teens to late 20s. Their clothes were just bedraggled, shredded, torn, ill-kempt. It looked like they'd been living in the forest for quite some time. But they all looked to be of racially similar they seem to come from the same area, basically. Or maybe they were the same sort of maybe they're from the same village or something like that. They did speak a somewhat disjointed dialect of your language. At least the leader did, and he gave a little soliloquy. He seemed to be a little more fluent in your language, indicating that wherever these guys came from, they probably come from a similar place, language-wise, that you do. So you finally dealt with all of them, got yourself righted, made your way towards the habitation, we'll call it, and then you got to the outskirts of this area, and you could hear like sounds of like violin music, clapping, dancing, laughing, off in the distance. And then you could also hear a horn. A horn sounded, and the sounds of music playing and clapping and dancing stopped. And as you made your way closer, you could see several men in the distance through the trees, kind of surrounding you. And you come to what looks like a camp of some sort. There is at least a half a dozen of these covered wagons, the likes of which you've probably never seen before. There's also several tents. There's a large bonfire that is roaring in the middle of the camp. There's like several other watchfires set up on the perimeter that you can see, and then there's a whole bunch more at the far side of the camp as well. And you can see at least a dozen men guarding the camp. They all seem to be similarly equipped, but they don't seem to be an army of sorts or anything like that. They do look like they are fairly skilled at hunting. A lot of them have slings in their hand and loaded with stone shot, and they all have blades. A long sword by the looks of it for most of them. Oh, daggers and some staves. There seems to be a leader, and he is cautiously making his way towards you. What would you guys like to do? On the map, you can, just because I have to put you on the map, that's the direction. Oh, let me send the map out in case nobody has it.
Oh, we got it.
I think everyone has it. It's just, that's where the map kind of starts, and that's the direction that you're coming from. So you can see this. You're probably 50, 60, 70 feet back. You can theater the mind that a little bit more. They see you, you see them, unless you've taken other precautions to hide yourself or somebody's gone off around or done something else. Oh, sorry, Ray. God damn it. Token lock! Gets me every time. There we go.
It's quite the storm outside, so my internet's going to be shoddy. I might disconnect at some point by accident.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, there was all kinds of warnings in my area, but nothing ever came to pass. I guess you guys are getting the worst of it now.
Yeah, in any such case, Arthur will he'll basically raise up a hand to sort of like hail, sort of showcase that try to show that he means no harm. He doesn't know if these people understand his language, but those signs are usually universal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the diplomacy matrix on the party sheet. I glance at Ray. push Ray forward. You're the 28.
Oh, so we come in peace.
And you say that
dangerous out there. There's people that look like wolves that try to hurt us.
Okay, so the leader, he says in we'll call it common, the language that you're speaking, in broken common. The Lucaru in the woods, yes. How do we know that you are not them? Come closer to the light.
Step in, eating a piece of garlic.
He orders these guys
the
back. Yeah, back a little bit, and he comes up closer to the light. He looks over to one of the other ones, and he says something in kind of like a harsh language. And a man holds him a little piece of, looks like jewelry of some sort. Some kind of pendant. He says, come closer.
Is this orange thing a light that's in front of us?
Yeah, it's like a not a campfire so much as like a lamp on a pole, like a stick pole.
I'd never seen such creatures before. We couldn't possibly be them.
The Lugaru. They are. I'm sure you know what the Lugaru. And he says, "Your man." He points to his hand. Your hand. Hold out your hand. To Asami.
Sure.
Like palm down. He's showing you how he wants you to hold it out. He like palm down facing him.
Okay.
And he's got this pendant, and on it is it's silver. It's either silver or platinum, but it's probably silver by the way it's glinting in the light. And it is basically just like a T. the letter T, and he presses it into your palm, and he looks for like a reaction in your eye. Oh no, okay.
And I poke him with a stick so he yells. No.
Asami screams. I see. Yes, and then he. What do you guys? Are you guys taking any measures to disguise your appearance or anything like that? I don't.
Looks like herself.
You've
Just
never
be
really
wearing her-
done that before, but I'm just assuming that you're
I
not,
has no
unless you're
reason to do that.
okay.
No, Sami has no reason to do so. Skewer probably has anything that identifies him as a half-orc hidden, but probably not so much that someone really looking for the signs couldn't see it.
Yeah. Okay. And he moves up to Luna. He says, your hand. I'm sorry, we have to take these precautions. The Luguru, they grow brave this season. They are many. He pushes this talisman down into Luna's hand. And Luna kind of looks down under her own hand, waiting to see if there's any reaction. There's not.
Well, there are slightly fewer tonight.
Ah, you did. We heard them in the woods. They were prowling. They were hunting you, were they? But you escaped. Were any of you hurt?
I don't remember if any of us actually got hurt. That's a good question.
I've got
Oh.
a mild wound.
Score says me have boo-boo right here. I have 1 hit point worth of damage.
It says, come forward. Into the light. Let me look at you.
I seem to think that he took a bigger hit and somebody healed, and that's just the leftover. So
Mhm. Yep.
it didn't fully, yeah. So
Okay. Is Score going to comply, or is he just...
he's kind of like as cautious as they are. He's kind of wanting to be prepared too. I don't anticipate there being trouble, but
Calm down.
we didn't know. So.
Yeah. He says, if you fought the wolves, and I believe you, but we now have to see if any
There's
of you...
probably blood on the axe or, splatter on our clothing or whatever, except for Sami. She would clean that off herself.
Yeah. Says, we must make sure that none of you bear the mark of the beast.
Okay. That device you have, it detects such things?
You will feel pain in your hand. You will feel an aversion to it. I'll let you know what this guy looks like too.
No pain here.
Pointed him out last week. Where is he here?
None of us took back skins or anything because they reverted to human form, so that wouldn't have. There was no evidence that we just defeated werewolves other than our word.
Yeah,
Right.
and they could hear them in the night, and they're vigilant like this because of werewolves. This is what this guy looks
Yeah.
like, by the way.
It seemed like there was a hunter that led the pack.
A hunter, you say? What did this hunter look like?
He had a bow.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember 2 weeks ago, but Sami would probably remember
Angleterre
better.
like you?
But,
Angleterre
she
like
would-
you? You are the English, no?
Well, nothing like me. I'm unique. I don't know what that means.
No, you don't.
Yeah. But
Yes,
he looked like he fit in the woods, so I'm trying to remember. I think he was like ranger type, so
they're bandits by day and foul creatures by night. They're mercenaries cut off from the English forces in the war near the coast. Before the plague hit.
What happens to their bodies when they are deceased?
They turn back to men. The curse is broken, but they are dead. We call them the loup-garou, but in your tongue, I think they call them the werewolf. You are from the. You are English. No, you speak the English tongue. Where are you from?
Do we have any like me being planar focused? Any indication we shifted?
Yeah, you've never heard of this place.
Okay. So could I kind of figure out we're not from this plane whatsoever?
Well, yeah, you tell them that you're not from England. I don't know.
We're travelers. We just found our way here.
Ah,
And that is the truth.
I'll
travelers.
go with that.
I see. Ah,
It's a
Chaston,
coincidence that
Chaston.
our language sounds similar.
Get your old ass up, Chaston.
Do all of them look human, or do?
Yeah,
is
these
there
guys
a
are
mixed
definitely
race
all
mixture?
human, 100%. They're all dark,
No
like
elves,
olives.
dwarves, or half
No,
anything like that.
these guys are all olive skinned. They're all bearded for the most part. Most of the men, they look like they could shave in the morning and have a full beard by night. Dark hair. Hardly any of them are balding at all, but most of them are in their mid to late 20s, early 30s. You get the vibe that somewhere in the back there's a bunch of women and children as well. And occasionally you'll see like the head of a child poke out looking at you guys, or a woman will cross the campsite in the back. And when this guy shouts out, an older gentleman, the only older gentleman in the whole group, gets himself up from the campfire and begins to walk over. He doesn't look cautious like all these guys do. These guys all have slings at the ready and staves and stuff like that. This guy just walks up. You don't even see like a weapon on him. I'll show you a picture. He's got like he's probably in his mid to late 50s. He's got like a funny cap and just like a long frock coat. He looks like he's pretty spry, thin. He's only about 5'8". He's not an imposing man at all. He's got like a thin mustache. He's definitely not from where these guys are from. And as he comes around, the man says to Score, "Are you going to let me look for the mark of the beast, or are you going to stand there all night?"
Sami and complied, and more than likely, Skewer's like hesitant, but still says there is no mark on me, and he lets him look.
Oh, okay. So he bids you to move up to like this spot right here, so he can still kind of command this area. And he's talking to Score. Either like he wants Score to come closer to him, so
okay.
So he doesn't. So he presses the silver T into your hand, and then he kind of says, "Yeah, you're jerking your armor. Could you just move it a bit above your heart? I must look. You will see the mark of the beast if you are infected by the curse."
I thought he was looking at the hand.
He did. He pressed the silver into the hand. No reaction. It's
Okay.
it's getting warmer now. It's not the cold piece of silver that it was, but no reaction, no pain, no. But he wants you to like show the chest just above the heart, or he can look.
He looks at. Must I take this armor off to prove no mark exists?
No, just pull it down a little bit. I don't know
Okay.
to see you.
He'll do it. He's looking at like, sure.
I don't need to see you naked, but I do. I need to. This is where the mark manifests on all the victims of the curse. This is how you can tell. And he looks. He says, "No, you are not infected. You are wounded. So, you must be pure of heart."
What was they were all biting and clawing, right?
Yeah.
None of them were, because I think he would have gotten hit by I don't think he got hit by the arrow. I think he got hit by one of them.
I think
And-
Zed got
and-
hit by the arrow initially, and then
Yeah, and passed the save, so I think he should be okay. But he says, "Good, no mark on me. I feel good."
okay. And then he, the older man gets up closer, and he says, because he's kind of been listening to you talk. He says, bonjour. I am Chaston the Lark. I am the Bard of Auburn. But I speak your tongue. I traveled in England for some time before returning back to my homeland here in Averoigne. You must forgive my friend, Jean. He's being overly cautious. He was responsible for all these people, and if we let anyone in who is infected by the loup-garou.
I, for one, can hardly blame the man.
Yeah,
There were so many of them out there after all, and
gotta be
there's
cautious.
Come in, then. Come in. I do not. You must be formidable warriors if you are traveling these woods at night, and you took down a band of loup-garou the size of the one we heard tonight. We were trying to lure them in with our song, into an ambush, but we waited and they did not come. That is why.
dead men rarely do.
Yeah, and we're not sure why they were interested in us. Maybe we just in their territory, or how they perceived that it was their territory.
If you truly did kill loup-garou, then you've done these people a great service. He's been harrying their camp for
We did
weeks.
pick up his bow, right? So we could at least show that.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we'll. I didn't pick it up, so I can't do it. I forget who would have had it, but at least some degree of evidence of battle.
Yeah, it's a nice bow. I mean, you wouldn't have just left it.
I believe it's in the party sheet.
Yeah, it's worth.
I see it.
Okay.
This is to the party. We came through the gate to follow something. And for the life of me, I can't remember what motivated us to do that. Other than exploration. Was there a reason? Like, were we chasing something?
No.
I think it was just wanderlust.
Okay.
I think it was Wanderlust, and I think it was this painting. The painting of Francis d'Amberville. There was the writing on the back of the painting. It mentioned an enchanted sword of Sealair, a viper-circled mirror, the ring of Ibon. Ibon is a word that you're familiar with. That's what kicked off all these adventures in the beginning. The Book of Ibon.
Mm-hmm.
But now you see the name again, Ibon. But this is the ring of Ibon. And then you saw an elixir of time travel. Something about a gates of a silver key. That line you could only read with magic. You still have the painting. You still have the back piece as well. That was enough to make you curious enough to go through the gate. As far as I can tell. But you're definitely not in like Lankhmar, it's the city, or the outskirts anymore. You don't remember a
It's
forest.
too green.
Yeah, it's much too green.
Yeah, too green. Tell you, I was in Iraq for 6 months, and everything was desert colored, and your
Yeah.
eyes adjust to it. And when I returned home, and my first stop was Virginia, and everything was green. It like the color, it feels more green than it actually is.
Yeah.
That's probably the feeling Asami's getting here is, wow, this is a lot of green. This is more than a handful of trees.
Yeah, you used to like the gray and the smog of the city, or the mist and that strange dreamland that you guys have been spending so much time in before you came. Even like coming back from that dreamland just to like regular Lankhmar, that seemed like so much more vibrant. Even like the little bit of color that there was really recognizable. Now you're in like a temperate, deciduous forest.
Well, if we can come in and
Yes.
feel safe with us in your presence, I can tell you the story of how we defeated these Legru. Is that what you called them?
The Loup-garou.
Yeah.
Hello, it's the wolf. The changing of the wolf in your tongue.
If you care to hear how we did it.
I do. I want to hear all about you. And this old man, like the older man, is shaking everyone's hand. He doesn't have like a silver talisman or anything like that. He shakes Arthur's hand first, if Arthur will shake his hand.
Arthur will shake his hand.
I am Chaston. You could call me Chaston.
Shy.
That is my name. Let's see here.
A pleasure.
It is good to see you. Asami, okay, he's going to shake Asami's hand. Doesn't know Asami's name. And then he goes all the way around. Chaston.
Bonjour, Chaston. Ici Zed. Comment allez-vous?
Ah, you speak our tongue.
Un peu.
You are. Have you been in Averoigne long?
No. Un peu.
You seen the sights? Have you been to Vion?
Oh, mais bien sûr.
The
I haven't.
troubled
I
since
pretending.
troubled since the Red Death hit. The defeat of the French army in the fields of Crécy, and then the coming of the Red Death. There's been a troubled time in these lands, but hopefully I'm going to stick my head out soon and travel to at least to the inn of Bonjouissance and see if there's still plague in the city and in the towns. As good as these people are, I'm foreign to their ways. They tolerated me for long enough. I think they're tired of listening to my stories. Come, let's sit by the fire.
Did they stop playing music?
No, they're actually kind of setting a perimeter, just in case there's more werewolves out there.
Well, who's playing the music?
Nobody's playing the music now.
Oh, okay.
The music has stopped. It stopped when they spotted you.
Then come sit by the fire. We'll come sit by the fire.
All right. And the leader guy, he kind of lingers.
Looks at Luna. I'm a wizard.
Well, Asami could regale the story of how we defeated those werewolves and the hunter. Cautious about revealing our use of magic, just calling it skills and, attacks and that kind of a thing.
Okay.
But still, how we were victorious over them through combat prowess.
Yeah, they can see that you're. Luna's got a
Yeah.
giant spear, and Bakai's got them. Everyone's kind of
Skewer is huge and has an axe. Yeah.
giant axe. Yeah. What do Bakai's wings look like? Are they like super visible, or are they under her cloak?
They'd probably be pretty visible at this point.
Okay.
And they would be, since she's kind of fey, butterfly.
So, this question is for player, not character.
Mhm.
If we are in France, in kind of like the Earth realm or whatever,
Mhm.
in 1800s would be my guess.
Okay.
Asami would stand out significantly in that her appearance is that of somebody from Japan.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
And Score is kind of like a Viking half orc.
right.
Arthur's Arthur's a vampire.
Yeah, he doesn't have green skin, but yeah, he definitely, if someone were to study him and have knowledge about what half-orcs are, they probably would find out real quickly that he's a half-orc.
Yeah, and Luna's got elf ears all day long. But she can pull a hood up.
Zed
and
has mildly pointed.
Yeah. Says,
And
Quite the queer appearance.
yeah, Bakai folds her wings as best as possible, but she's got wings.
yeah. So they kind of gather around. There's a perimeter that's set up for sure, but they are guarding against another attack. Like they did listen to your story, and they kind of like taking it with a grain of salt that you were able to kill like a dozen werewolves.
Well, she is a skilled orator, and I was thinking it might drive her form oratory in which how she delivers the story
Okay.
versus just So I mean, you never want to ask to make a roll because it's always dangerous, right? So
Yeah, for sure. But
that's kind of where I was leading it with,
Yeah, I think you're like plus 20 or something like that to start.
How's that?
So, yeah.
Ah.
All right. So so after
So she's a gifted orator and tells a story well.
like about 10 minutes of the story, the Jean orders up everybody. He orders like a cask of wine rolled out, and you make sure that everybody gets a glass of red wine. That's what they have right now. The winter has been lean. So this is what we have. Several of these casks from Lankhmar. It's a red from a couple of their years ago, but you will enjoy it.
Bakai drinks hers down, looks at Zed, says, "You're being pretty slow with that. Let me help." Takes it.
No, stop. Calm down. It's raining outside. My dog wants to go outside. I can't let him. He's gonna get absolutely filthy.
Yeah. My dog used to get so terrified of lightning and thunder that when it went off, he would just sprint off into the night. It's like,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, it's great. Fireworks too. Fireworks were. There was one weekend. I think it was the Victoria Day weekend. The same as what we have here. He ran off because of fireworks, and I had to chase him down through a ravine in the dark, and almost broke my ankle. It's good times.
Yeah, if offered any of the wine, Arthur will take a sip, but pretty quickly as it touches his lips, he will not quite recoil, but sort of just spit it out. Seems like it's not quite his taste, and he seems a little bit surprised by that, honestly.
Bakai takes your glass. She takes his glass too. I'll help you with that.
Guess it's not to my taste anymore. No bother.
All right, so yeah, they don't suspicion. They don't seem too troubled by what your appearances are. The fact that you were able to slayed Legru and his band. They tell the story how the Chaston tells the story of bands of English soldiers, whatever this English is. You imagine that he's described, this place where you're in is Averoigne. He's also described French, which Averoigne seems to be part of. And he's described the enemy is English, and that's the language that you're speaking. So, but he seems quite, him and Jean Doret, which is the leader guy, seem quite pleased that Legru and his band have been slain, and are marveling at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people able to take down such a formidable foe, especially at night in their territory, without an ambush set and stuff like that. And you seem to be kind of a little bit fish out of water at this, when they say things, you kind of look around. Sometimes you don't get it. You're not really sure when they name places, what they're talking about. But you get the vibe that France is at war with England, and that England is winning and is taking French land, and that there's something of a break in the war because a extremely virulent pestilence has broken out 2 winters ago, and it's probably killed half the people that it's infected. They call it the Red Death. Le Mot Rouge. They describe the sickness. It sounds a lot like a cold until your lymph nodes turn blood red, your face turns blood red, you start coughing up blood, and eventually die. And apparently the death is pretty quick. Once you get it, you'd be lucky to last a week. Normal person would.
How does one get it? How is it transmitted?
It's a pestilence sent from God, so they say.
Oh, well, I've never really followed any of those, so I should be good.
You don't have to follow, my friend. You just have to.
Run into one.
You just have to. You just have to be. It is set to wipe the land clean, I believe, of all our sins. It came with the war. Probably the filthy English.
Oh, I lean over and tell her, don't mention Agincourt.
Hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
It's like 50 years off. Crécy, they talk about a place called Crécy, which just happened a few years back. They talk about it like it's extremely recent, but it probably happened like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And they talk about the Red Death like it's extremely recent, but it's been going on for like 2 years now. And when it first hit, it was extremely virulent, and hit over the winter a couple years ago. And people didn't know what to make of it, and they didn't really know how to act or what to do. And it probably killed, I don't know, either half of the population of a city over the course of the last year or so. He says that's why he came out to live in the woods with this band. He knew them from passing through a city he calls Vion. And when the plague hit, these people were one of the first to leave recognizing the signs of it, and they were good enough to let him come with them. And they've been out here for the last 18 months or so. Jean seems kind of tight-lipped as to where him and his people are from. They're French, back and forth with Chaston isn't completely fluid. I mean, it's good, but it's not. You can tell it's not their native tongue.
Well, let's ask him. I'm looking at the art backing. So we're searching for the ruins of Cilaire, Vion. I guess he mentioned Vion.
Vion's a city.
Perignon.
Paragon.
Les
Yes.
Hibons. Yeah, Les Hibons.
Les Hibous.
Zines.
Zimes. Yes.
Vignones.
We know these places. Yes. You've
Could
not
you give us a map?
You've not been to Averoigne?
Nope. On our way. Travelers seeking those places.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to. So he just sketches out on the ground roughly where you are. I'm gonna send you guys a map that you guys should be able to see all of. I don't know if you can see the pins or not.
It's a black hexagon map.
Okay. How's that?
Now it's a map. Yep.
Okay. So if you hover over the pins, are you able to see what they say, or do you see pins?
Just see pins.
Okay. So he says that.
I'm assuming calling these hexagons with images in them pins. I don't see any pins.
Okay, so those are on my map. It's green, like little placeholders, like little links that I. Okay, so you guys are roughly here in the woods
Where the party is. Yeah.
of Avignon. He says he was hoping to make his way over to the Inn of Bonne Jouissance. He's calling it. It's right here actually. So on the road, there's a road that goes from Zimes in the south to Vion in the north. And then if you follow the road for long enough, you'll eventually make it to Paris.
Well, we need to go to Vion.
The Lazy Boo is a town in the swamps. It's down here. There's another town called Turin.
I don't see Turin on the list.
He's just giving you the geography.
Oh.
You'll go through. Perigon is there. There is a small town called Saint-Zenobie. There's an abbey there. And a nunnery. There's another town along the road called Cordelier. And another town on the river to the north called Moulins. There is a lord's castle called Lafrene. That's where the wine is from. And the river Isoire flows through. Let's see here. He says do you actually show him the backing of the painting?
Yeah. Nobody in the group has a problem. I'll roll it out.
Yeah,
No problem.
Chaston's the one that's telling you about all these places. He seems like he's from here, and he seems pretty knowledgeable.
Well, we could use a Franchement to be our guide, so we don't stand out as English kniggets.
Yes, there's English spies. Let's see here. So he'll take the. Let's see here. See here.
Which place has the Holy Grail?
I think that was England. Oh, what was the name of the Yeah, I forget the name of the.
The Monty Python. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the name of the.
Well, you mentioned the nunnery, and you mentioned so we know the path lies this way.
Okay, so see, Lair, he's not sure of. He says that is it's an ancient kind of like a fairy tale. Some people talk about it like it's like a fairyland. It's kind of an he never thought it was real. He always thought it was just kind of a story.
Guy leans in. Fairylands are real.
You're funny. Vion is very real. It's the biggest city in Averoigne. It has a. He's not sure what the population's like now, but before he left, it was around 10,000. It's a walled city. Its most notable feature was the cathedral in the center. Massive church to God. He doesn't know those names. Although Nether sounds familiar, he can't quite place it. Paragon. Abbot Theophile he's familiar with. He's the abbot at the Abbey of Paragon. Paragon's in a smaller, almost like a big town to the east of here. He doesn't know who Luc Le Chaudonnet is. As far as he knows where Elazibou is, he's never been there, but it's just south of Zimes. Zimes is another walled cathedral city. He's heard of Bishop Zederak, His Holiness. And when he reads the bottom, the sleeping Prince Etienne.
I'm guessing we need these items before we visit Chateau d'Amberville.
Just this is strange.
So we need the enchanted sword of Sile.
Just a few weeks back, I had this dream of a sleeping prince. I wrote a poem. This is what I am. I was in my younger days. I was a singer. Now I am a poet. My voice did not hold up over the years, but I was hoping to go to the Inn of Bonne Jouissance and perform my latest poems and peek my head out to see if the plague still ravages this land. I do not wish to trouble these people much more. I'm looking for guides or traveling companions through the woods. They are not safe. You seem capable.
We need a guide. So.
I know the way to the inn through the woods.
Well,
and I know people in Vion. We could ask about your Nether and Gaspard du Nord. I'm sure Gerard de Letome would know if he still lives.
There's Gerard on the list.
He's not.
Oh, okay.
That area that we're talking about going to, has it been hit by this Red Death?
Yeah, everybody has. This whole region has.
Somebody in the group have cure disease?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Aphis.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Man, I've always wondered what it'd be like to play a vigilante. All right. All right. Where are we heading? Pakai goes over the cask and refills hers. You decide. Let me know. If she sees somebody with any instruments, she's going to coax them to start playing.
Yeah, okay. There's now that the red alert's off, you guys spent probably the better part of an hour talking and stuff like that, telling stories and going back and forth. Chaston will ask about, where you guys are from. And then when you don't say England, you don't say he doesn't think you're Italian or Spanish. Dutch.
We're explorers. Much
Frank.
like Marco Polo.
Franks. Maybe Franks.
We're like Ibn Battuta. We're travelers.
Maybe the maybe Normans. I don't know. Yeah, so there's so the Vistani will put you up for the night.
I was
That's
about to ask that. They would do that.
Yeah, definitely. You're free to make camp within the confines of these, or even on the outskirts if you want. But you're invited to stay within the circle of the wagons. They don't have a wagon for you, or a tent.
Well, if someone's going to play music, we got to do that before we go to call it a night.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of couple fiddlers and stuff like that.
Guy tries to dance, drink more wine. I just chill for the night.
I think Asami's like it here. I think Asami likes it here.
220s.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it happens on non-combat things, right?
Yeah.
You're the favorite of these guys.
Yeah, they love you. Yeah, so within too long, say about half of these men here have given up their post as guards. The other half are still fairly vigilant. But then wine starts to get passed around, and the women and a few of the older children, they join in and they start dancing and singing and clapping their hands and all that stuff.
No gypsy women knife fights break out like in that James Bond movie.
Which one was that? I don't remember that.
Oh, I forget, A View to a Kill or something. It was an awful movie.
Was that Roger Moore?
It's a Sean Connery one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it though.
I don't remember. All right. Well, we'll relax.
Okay. The night passes. Anything that you want to specifically do or find out while the night passes?
I feel that Arthur, because it's been a while, Arthur looking around the place, does anyone look like they're particularly disinterested or otherwise not paying attention to much? Or like otherwise, what's the way to describe it?
Arthur, don't eat the hosts.
I'm not going to eat the host, don't worry.
Yeah, there are. I mean, after a while, when nothing happens, nothing bad, they feel like they can trust you. They've gotten to like some of you. There's a couple people milling around.
Yeah, Arthur would rather not try to make a big scene of this, but it has been a while. Matter of fact, I believe this is his first time, and he needs to do this before the sun comes up because he won't really have a lot of time. So he's going to try to find somebody who's anyone who's like, you mentioned wine being passed around, anyone who's like inattentive or otherwise like sort of inebriated somewhat, he'll try to coax them to get to go somewhere with him.
You had plenty of opportunity to feed off of a dying werewolf if you wanted to. And once they're back into human form, you're pretty sure that the lycanthropy curse wouldn't affect you.
Yeah, you know what? He can't.
And there was people. There was people spread all over the place too in that fight. You had more than enough opportunity to dip in and have a bit of a nosh. People were going around with silver knives, killing them too. So.
He'd rather not go attacking his own party if he can afford that. That's the last resort. So yeah, he'll do that.
Okay.
Right. I forgot about that. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. So let's just say that whenever there is an opportunity when it's kind of inconspicuous, that's foremost on your mind, and we'll kind of play that off to the side.
I warn you, in most games of Baldur's Gate 3, I kill Asterion, so keep that in mind.
In any such case, Arthur still wants to find somewhere that's nice and covered, like how any of like the roomier tents that seem more protected against like any light.
Yeah, but you're not being invited into any of them.
That is correct.
Yeah, they said that you're welcome to stay in the camp, but everybody has their own tents, their own cabins or wagons and tents and stuff like that.
No matter. Arthur can find his own methods. Arthur will head out to the briefly head out into the. No, I shouldn't do that either because they'd be stuck for the day.
Did we bring tents and travel stuff with us?
I don't think so.
Are any of the tents being occupied by party members?
No, they specifically don't have anything. They've been living out here for like the better part of 18 months, so everything's pretty much accounted for.
Yeah, Arthur's brand new to this situation. He hasn't thought of all this yet. Oh well, he'll get better at it as that time goes.
Have you never pooped in the woods before? Come on!
Nope. There's bears out there.
What situation are you looking for? Aside from, like, there's plenty of places in the woods where there's nobody around.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I just didn't want him to be to try and trap himself there during the whole day, but that's fine. The party's probably not going to leave without Arthur, and even if they do, they'll find a way. Yeah, he could probably just find any form of like preferably any highly shaded tree or any like small like alcove, anything that's heavily protected or otherwise somewhere that has a large like cavern or anything hollow that he could sort of fit himself into, because he can probably rest during a good amount of that.
Okay, you're not just going to sleep outside?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you can use the gaseous form to get into stuff.
Okay.
I think Arthur hangs upside down from a tree limb.
I just didn't know if I need to specify where he was resting, or if you were going to pull you need to find a place to rest before you start incinerating.
No. Yeah, I don't think you need to find a place to rest. I think you only need to find that if you've got to 0 hit points, right?
Well, I more so mean rest as in like I guess that is true. He still has to rest in order to like recover daily stuff.
Yeah, and you will. I mean, a lot of times they'll do it in the daytime just because they can't tolerate the daylight, but you're gonna have to find a workaround for that. You could easily rest at night, just the same.
Yeah.
Like you can rest here and get your spells back. That's not a problem. You can be, hey, wake me for first watch, and you'll be up before the dawn. Then you can make preparations.
That sounds like a good idea. We'll do that. I just didn't know how complicated you wanted to make this.
No,
we're gonna make it very simple, and that's definitely.
Yeah, it's you don't have to. cart a coffin around or anything like that. There will be.
The travel coffin is a good idea, but that's later.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
the bag of holding.
That's what a handy haversack is for.
Yeah,
Put some
that's
dirt in.
That's a portable whole item.
Yeah, it's an arcane pocket. Kind of like that. Luna gets interested in conversations like that. That's what her jam is.
Keep people in the darn thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's Luna's counterpart on Thursday night. Keeps inviting everyone into his portable hole.
Something wrong with that guy. All right. Well, camp tonight.
Okay.
Count the peasants in the morning.
Yeah, nobody seems to be missing unless you tell me otherwise, Arthur.
No, he'd rather not cause a commotion.
Okay.
He needs to stay on good graces. He only just got here.
Be easy to blame on Le Guru.
It would actually.
It would be, but not right now.
Speaking of which, Bakai. She wakes in the morning. I don't know how much she sleeps or doesn't sleep or whatever. But she notices just above her heart, it's like a small scar shaped like a pentagram.
Well, that's not good. How does she feel?
She feels okay. She's pretty hardy. She doesn't feel sick.
Like, what is this? Do I have any idea?
Zed?
I think it's like, yeah.
Well, based on what you've seen so far, this is maybe what Jean was looking for. The mark of the beast.
I'll have a conversation with him. So, hypothetically speaking,
one was marked by the beast.
Yeah, I mean, is there a way to get rid of the mark? Do you have to kill the person? What do you do?
Legend has, my friend, that if you were marked by the beast and you killed them, there's a chance that you could not be affected at the first moon. And when you, the first full moon, and if you are able to resist the change, then you're okay and the mark goes away. There's also some folklore that if you
way to get rid of
there is a plant that we use called wolfsbane. It's very poisonous. It would make one very sick. If that does not kill you, there is a chance that it might remove the mark. Why is one of your people marked? You can tell me.
Yes.
It's near impossible to battle with the little guru and have them not infect you with their curse. Bring this person with me. Is it you? You can tell me.
No, it is not me.
Well,
and I don't know why I want to speak like a Frenchman.
It's all part of the game, my friend. He says, "Spring. I will introduce you to Maleva. She is the wise woman. She handles these things for us.
Oh,
if you know what I'm saying.
Tour.
Okay. So it's a tent off in the back of the camp. It is. Let's see here. Get the old camp.
Can Asami accompany you? She wants to learn what to look out for as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Are you inviting everybody in, kind of thing, or are you just kind of keeping it on the DL?
Yeah, I'll whisper to the party because it involves the party too.
Okay. Yeah.
Got a small problem with Bakai. Gonna try and get this taken care of.
Does she have too much to drink?
Yeah, well,
Mind if I come in to check?
So Jean,
Care of the dog.
Jean leads you guys to a tent near the back. It's actually it's 2 carts put together with a tent over top, and there's it's the old gypsy woman in a wagon kind of scene.
You're just using those damn cards again, aren't you?
She has them. You can see them on a table. She's got it's like red silks everywhere. On the table, there's also a looks like a ball of glass or crystal. She looks like this. She's old, like even older than Chaston. She's definitely Vistani though. And she's definitely not from The Wolfman, the 1934 Bela Lugosi Lon Chaney movie. Her name is Mileva, same as in the movie. She seems to be like just getting herself ready. There's herbs hanging from the ceiling, and she's got it looks like a little like, kind of camp stove situation set up where she's boiling some water. And when Jean leads whoever goes in first, she kind of looks up questioningly. The old typical beaded entranceway. She's got a table, several chairs sitting around.
Kai comes sweeping in, looking at everything, sniffing incense.
Jean, what are you doing? Inviting the fairy folk,
Marrying.
inviting the fairy folk into our camp. Can't you not see? She's a sprite of the forest. Look at her wings. She could be enchanting us. I've told you about these things, Jean. You stupid. He looks kind of sheepish.
Firm believer of fairy tales, I take it?
I've seen many things in my day. And you have an unhealthy pallor to your skin. Are you sick with the Red Death? She looks at Arthur.
He is the red.
Oh,
Death.
no. No Red Death for me, thankfully enough. I've only just gotten here. Haven't had enough time to actually acquire it.
Gotten here from where? You speak like the English, but you do not sound like the English. Where are you from?
Canada.
What was the story we were given earlier? Like we were telling for
Saskatchewan.
Chaston.
You just told them you were travelers. You didn't say from where. And he didn't press you.
We're
I'm a
from
wandering
Ireland.
scholar.
We hate the
I
English.
come from everywhere in a certain sense.
From all over, I see, yes. Yes, I can see you've got a Northman there. And from the east. From the far east. I thought it was just a legend. But I see that it's true. The stories of Alexander the Great. He's gone as far as he went.
Are you this camp's leader, by any chance?
No, I'm just an old woman in a tent who knows things. What do you need? What does Mileva have for you?
But Kai sits in front of her and goes, "Why do you hate the first people so much? We're not all, we're not all the same any more than you are."
I don't
And then
hate
she
them.
leans in
I fear them.
and she goes, "Well, I want to make myself less fearful. Can you get rid of this?" And she pulls down her shirt a bit, too revealing.
You have the mark of the beast. You have battled the Loup-garou. You've taken wounds.
Oh, she pats her sword. I've battled many of them.
Sooner or later, it's unavoidable. Tell me, dear, do you think you are hearty enough to survive Wolfsbane?
I don't need that type of curse in me. He goes, bring it. I've survived your French wine. I think I can survive that.
It's not my French wine. It's the swill that Jean brings from the outside. We are not from
Nowhere
here
near.
either. We are not of these lands. We are from the mist. You did not piece that through, did you? Did you come from
Luckily,
the
this is-
mist?
It, she says, we're from here and there. Now we're here.
From the Mordia, perhaps? Or de Montilou?
I don't know the word for it. So about that cure, she says, leaning over, touching the old lady's hand.
What do you have in trade for, Maleva? I can concoct this brew for you.
What is it that you seek?
What do you what is it worth to you? And it seems like she's about to do it anyway, regardless. But she's just curious what you're willing
Kai
to.
leans in and says, Asami is a great musician and poet. She could regale you with stories from our far off lands.
My dancing days are over, lass. I've heard enough stories from the tongues of the likes of the old one from beyond the fire. That old lech. She calls him.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, Chaston.
who's our new
Yeah, she
trust.
calls him an old lech. Silver-tongued old lech.
Well, what do we got? Oh, we have a flask of curses.
You're gonna offer her a curse.
Enhance your evil eye.
Well, this is good for taking care of your foes. Let me see what I got.
Did you really offer that to her?
Nobody cares. Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look here. Let me see the.
Oh, what's this glittering statue? Actually, I think that's something I wanted to keep.
That's the one of the mind flayer, right?
Yeah, there's the silver unholy symbol of
Chithagua. Yeah. So you actually show her the flask of curses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not normally offer this, but I think you would know how to use this.
She says, "Jean, step out of the tent. Close the gate. Close the curtains. We're doing business." Stupid pig. And he kind of just like sheepishly just closes the curtain. He kind of stands guard, but she begins. She looks around to everybody, and she says, if you are spies of the Inquisition, I will have you know that if you wish to take me here, you will die horrible deaths." She looks around to everybody. It's like an air of anticipation. It's almost like gunfight. Everyone's got their hand on their hip.
Well, we're not hiding what the flask is. We're telling
No,
you what the flask is.
and you put it on the table, and she's looking at you almost like a gunfighter backed into a corner. She says, if you were with the Inquisition, if you were the Inquisition spies, and you've come to take me, know that you will die horrible deaths here.
I do not believe we're familiar with this faction.
And Zed puts his hand on Bakai's shoulder and says, neither of us are very much into gods of any nature.
Okay. So she...
Do they persecute seers?
They do. You are not from this land. You have not crossed paths with the Inquisition?
Nobody expects
No,
that.
you are the first civilized people we've been introduced to here.
Oh, you are lucky that you met us first then. These French pigs, they are extremely superstitious, and they are fearful of one's... I believe you know what I'm talking about. She can see on Arthur now and Luna specifically. You guys have things that are kind of out that are probably indicative of magic use. Just looking at your inventory and where it's placed.
I mean, Arthur's shadow alone, yeah.
Arthur doesn't have a shadow anymore.
I don't remember if we said that he would actually keep that if it become more monstrous, or if that was gone.
No, it's gone, and it is no reflection either. No shadow, no reflection. It's kind of unnerving. You look at yourself in a mirror and you can't see yourself.
They're actually held back by mirrors.
Is one of the things. She says she casts detect magic. You guys don't have to make an arcane check. You know what she's doing. She does it a little differently than you've seen it done before. It's more done with she's kind of like lighting almost like a blunt of sage, and she's just the way she's moving her hands and saying words that you kind of understand and kind of don't. You've read books in this language in Lankhmar, specifically the one that Luna has called Ex Oblivione. You believe that she's speaking Latin, and she's looking at the flask at first, and then she's watching you guys light up like a Christmas tree. She says, "Who are you people that you come with these powers? Where do you come from?" You can tell
Zed
Maleva.
sighs, says, we're not of this world.
We are not either. We are from a place called Barovia, but we made it through these through the mist, through the mountains, down into this region.
In that case, we hail from the city of Lankhmar. Came here through portal.
I've not
Came
heard
here
of this.
through the dreams.
The dreams. It's interesting. While our band came through the mist, I was able to guide us through. It was a harrowing journey, but we are hoping to return at some point. But it's hard to say. Is it safer here, or that is a cursed land as well? This land here is famine, plague, war. Although the war has not come to this area, the byproducts of it have roaming bands of mercenaries, highwaymen, those living wild in the woods because the cities are too dangerous. It's a troubled place. Now the comet in the night sky will last 45 days. There's an evil omen. It's the coming of the beast, they say. But I do not put much credence in such things. do not know what it means, but it doesn't portend well. She makes a spellcraft check. She says, I do not know what this flask is, but it has an ill aura about it.
You mentioned you come from a cursed land. Seems that curses follow you everywhere. This flask here, this decanter, well, it contains bottled up curses within it. Whomever may open it seems to be filled with that. Seems like something you can use against someone.
I see. Just the silver alone. I will make you a brew. And she takes it. She tucks it away. She says, you must be careful to hide yourselves. The Inquisition, they are hypocrites. They say that sorcery and witchcraft and magic is forbidden. But there are some, I know there are some, who use it to see people like us, who are able to use our talents, our skills. They use it to see these baubles that I see on your wrist. He points at the bracelet of beads of pearls on Luna's wrist, and her arcane pocket. And he points over at Asami's sack, or she points over at Asami's sack, and the scabbard, and it looks like a dagger now when it's in the scabbard, but the gloom blade on Bakai. She says, if they
look like a big okay.
No, it's because the scabbard still makes the sword look like a dagger. It's quite handy, but when you pull it out, it's a full-size sword. You must find a way to mask that. I do it by hiding in this tent and in these wagons, and I keep my visits to those that my idiot grandson has screened properly, but apparently he's not learned anything over the years, listening to me, letting you walk into this tent with all your items of power. You are mighty sorcerers. I can tell that.
I haven't once said I'm a sorcerer.
I carry a lot of power within my blood, yes.
You would be well to disguise it in these lands. Should the general populace see you, they will, at first chance, point you out to the Inquisition, who will hunt you like dogs. As powerful as you are, you will not escape. They have the resources of the church. The church controls these lands. These Catholics.
Any clerics among them?
Do not believe so. They eschew the use of sorcery and witchcraft and magic, but they have all of the mundane resources that all the magic in the world could not combat. You will be driven to ground like a hare from hunted dogs. So, for the brew, yes. So she starts putting together. She got like a bunch of dried plants that she's running through like a tea sieve or sifter or whatever they call that thing. And it's made of silver. She also dips in it the silver tea, which is a holy symbol of sorts that you know. She says, "You're new to this land. This is the symbol that you watch out for. This is the god. Just God is the name, and Jesus Christ. This is the cross that he died on. This is the religion of this land, Christianity, and they control everything from." It's hard for me to imagine something they don't control. If you wish to be burned at the stake, the first thing you should do is flash any sort of knowledge of any sort of witchcraft or magic. And if you fall ill of one of their spies who are able to see the auras on those objects, you will be taken in and tortured, forced to confess. I've not seen anything like it. The pestilence was fearsome, but the Inquisition is what truly frightens me of these lands. And she continues to brew she puts a couple things of different things of powder in it, and it looks like a wolf tooth. She dips that in it, takes it out, makes this basically a concoction of wolf's bane that I will get Bakai to drink if she wants to use it, and make a fortitude save. The DC is 15, and the poison is pretty virulent.
Sorry, the DC is what?
15.
Fortitude. Let me see if I got anything to buff before we do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
She says, feel free to use whatever you have at your capability to. The brew is harsh. I do not have anything to help you with that.
going to do an evolution surge to enhance her constitution. Let me see if I can do it 1 or 2 steps. Evolution surge. So you can grant any evolution. 4 points. Okay. So I'm going to do an evolution surge and bump her constitution so she gets a +2 to this roll. So I'll put a +2.
Okay. Anybody have anything else? Like
she looks over at Asami. You got any of those songs that make me do better?
Like resistance spell or anything like that?
Not for Constitution saves. Yeah, sorry.
I can lend her the Heartstone. That gives a resistance bonus.
Hold on. I do. I might have one thing. Let me.
Was I take them both?
This one gives a +1 fort save. So yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Bardic performance, inspire greatness. The problem is there's no gear sign to click on to put.
I'll just add the one.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we'll just.
Yeah. Does she already have a resistance bonus currently?
She doesn't have a resistance bonus, I don't believe.
Yeah, she can borrow the
it gives
Heartstone then.
2 hit dice at D10 as well, in case hit points are an issue.
All right.
And I'm going to look it up since it's not. Oh, no, this descriptor might have it. Here we go.
So that's a total of +4, I believe.
Okay, so +2, +1, plus. Your stone gives a +1?
Yeah, it's +1.
All right.
Plus one competence bonus to fortitude saves.
Okay.
Yeah, among other things, but I don't think you're going to be attacking, so.
No. All right, here we go. I got
Hang on
plus
1
4
second.
foot.
I just want to make sure. Give you the right number. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. Pardon me, it's DC 16.
Damn
It's-
it! You just.
I know.
I wait too long and it creeps up. The disease is progressing.
No, it's we'll give the because of
That's fine.
the special things that the Gypsy woman put in we'll make it DC 15. So just so you know, its onset is in 10 minutes. The frequency is 1 per minute for 6 minutes, and the cure is 1 save, and it's 1d3 con damage if you fail. So it's not the end of the world.
All right.
But if you pass right away, that it takes away. It gives you another save against lycanthropy.
Okay. Well, she doesn't hesitate. She says, "Make your song a shanty song, and a nice drinking one." And she rolls a 1.
That's not good.
She's like, "This tastes like crap.
It does
What
not.
are you doing?"
Does not taste good.
All right. So she takes con damage. You said.
Yeah, in 10 minutes, she drops.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
The hit dice from the Inspire Greatness is D10 plus con modifier. But it's not clear to me. I think you only get it as long as I'm performing, plus the 2 rounds of lingering.
Yeah, so I think the
It's going to go away as soon as we stop.
yeah.
So.
So after
Perhaps
one,
you should borrow the stone more indefinite.
just until you finally cure the wolf's bane, at least anyway. So it is so after 10 minutes, you take 1 point of con damage, and then the bonuses kind of wear off except for the stone, I think. Unless you want to do another performance, Asami.
If we're doing another save, then I absolutely will.
Okay. Another
But
performance.
I'm doing it right before you, so I only have to use one use of the performance, right as you drink the potion or whatever that triggers the roll.
Are you going to do another use of your power, Zed?
The power lasts. Where is it?
It lasts more than 10 minutes.
Let me look at the spell again. I think it's okay. Evolution Surge lasts 1 minute per level.
Okay.
So I'll cast it again.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So
All
now
right.
you can do your +4 then again.
Okay, +4, and she's got 1 point of damage on con. Actually, I can cure that. I'm going to do a restore on her and just cure that.
Okay.
Do you want to do that after you make the save in case she takes more damage, though?
I have faith in her.
All right.
Absolute faith.
She has
not
faith
gonna
in
do
God.
this. There's no chance she'll fail. See?
Okay. All right.
Better.
That's 2 1s. How'd that happen?
You're not
Okay.
welcome.
So she
Who wants
brews
another one?
she brews another concoction of it, and says if you drink this at the first rays of dawn, you can. I see it will not kill you. I do not think you are too strong. It will help remove the curse, though.
Okay.
Try it tomorrow morning.
Did I? Oh, I rolled prematurely.
No, it's just the poison's out of your system now. But if you try the wolf's bane again, she makes another concoction of it for you to try tomorrow morning. So you can go through this again if you want.
I'm confused.
If you get the wolf's bane to work, you get another save against lycanthropy.
Well, what was the second roll I did?
Second roll was for continuing con damage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Just to get the wolf's bane out of your system.
Okay.
So yeah, I basically have to pass the wolf's bane save, the first one, and then after that, you get a resave for lycanthropy.
Okay.
So she's brewed you up another concoction of that.
All right. But we wait till the morning.
Yeah, you have to.
You speak of Dawn, Maleva. Where we come from, the sun does not properly shine down. Even the brightest days are heavily overcast. Does the sun shine here?
Oh, quite brightly. It's the forest. It's beautiful.
Quite the first adventure, then.
These lands are beautiful, but the forest kind of blocks out the sun. I miss the sun. I'm starting to get as pale as in Angleterre. How is it you come to speak the English tongue?
I suppose it's simply coincidence that the tongues are similar.
Do you have...
Or mayhaps once upon a time, once upon a time, an Englishman came to Nuwan and spread from there. I am uncertain.
Do you have a way to speak French?
No, I do not unfortunately have that type of tongue.
Well,
Yuluna.
that old lecher out there, Chaston, he is, as you say, gifted as we are. He has ways for you to understand and speak the language. You'll have to ask him about it. He might be reticent to tell you at first. But I noticed him when he first came to our camp. We did not speak French very well. He's been teaching us French. And he does not speak Latin very well. But I knew he used some sort of sorcery to take up our tongue almost immediately. And he cast some sort of spell over my stupid pig of a grandson, Jean, and allowed him to come here with us. But he's not a bad man. Chaston, he's knowledgeable of these lands, and he has traveled extensively. He does not judge the way the church does. And I know he has had his own problems with the Inquisition. You should stick together if you leave our camp with him.
Duly noted.
Bother me no further.
All right. We move away from her cards.
All right, yeah.
We're just trouble. People wind up married or
Yeah.
Yep.
or cursed or
With a bunch of henchmen.
oh, there's a lot less now.
Yeah.
All right.
So Chaston says the trip to the Inn of Bonjouissance, if the trails haven't changed ever much since he's last walked them, should take us the better part of the day. We should be arriving just after sunfall. We should probably hit the road, emerge from the forest and hit the road probably late in the afternoon. And then once you get onto the old Roman road, he calls it, the traveling will become much easier. If you still wish to go to the Inn of Bonjouissance and then on to Vion.
Bien sûr. Vous travaillez.
All right. You guys going to do anything or?
How long is it going to take?
A day. The
You
day.
prefer, okay. So then we can drink the
Yeah,
second
we're-
concoction away from people.
Yeah. You'll probably be at the inn.
Well,
Yeah, we
Prefer
traveling on
to
foot
do-
or in cart.
Yeah, the inn is it's a massive roadside inn. It's got like private rooms and an upstairs and a big courtyard in the middle that's outdoors, and he describes it to you. It's almost like a tiny village within just an inn. There's a bunch of couple outbuildings that have sprung up around it, like a blacksmith for shoeing horses and stuff like that.
All right. Well, about an hour or so out, she'll drink the concoction.
Oh, you're supposed to do that tomorrow. You have to do it in the first lights of the morning.
Okay. Is that before we get to the inn or after?
That'll be tomorrow morning. Because you've already done it once today.
Right. Is that before we get to the inn or after I'm done? Right on the time.
After, like tomorrow morning, like you're still today. And she didn't try to turn into a werewolf last night. Did you want to get any lore on that?
Sure.
Yeah. So apparently it's the first full moon. You have until the first full moon if you've already killed the werewolf that infected you. If you get rid of it before the first full moon, then the curse is broken.
Okay.
It is half moon right now. It was last night anyway. You don't know how the moons work in this land.
Lots of time.
Presumably. At least 10 days. But you only have one concoction.
All right.
Would you like to buy more?
Why not?
Just in case.
Probably a good idea just to have them on hand.
How much are they?
Well, those two cost you a 500 gold rook flask of curses.
Oh, they're about $250 each.
Well, what do you have to like? You don't know anything about the economy in this place or anything like that. How much she has to make or whatever. Gonna go back and bother her again?
Yeah, I guess before we leave, we should say, we'd like a few more.
Yeah, you're
to be safe.
Keeping me busy this morning. What other? What do you have to trade?
Got this lovely composite longbow that's +5 strength.
I'm not a hunter.
Hip waders. Sexy on you. What'd you say is worth 250 silver Smirnock type of, or roughly?
Yeah.
I pull out a bunch of silver coins.
Okay.
Do these work? They're from our land, obviously.
Yeah. What's just silver or is it just you're just showing her the silver, not any of the other ones?
I pull out a whole bunch of silver.
Okay. Yeah, that'd work.
Asami would add diplomacy to say, look at all that silver that can be used. I mean, obviously it was used to detect if we were not infected. So even if the coin is not worth the same in this land, the material.
Yes, the silver has its value. It is, yes.
That's what I'm thinking is.
I would give you 4 for 100 of those silver coins.
Here you go.
Okay.
I pay it.
All right. So I'll just put Wolf's Bane in your party sheet.
All right.
We'll throw 4 of them on there.
Okay. All right. Then we hit the road.
All right.
Kai grabs another glass of wine. We go.
All right. Traveling through the woods. The canopy is such, Arthur, that you really don't have to worry about direct sunlight too much. There is the odd, like it's not like in the show Preacher where you automatically start smoking or anything like that as soon as a ray of sun hits you. But if you've got your hood up and your, I guess you have like a robe or something like that, or a cloak.
Yeah, I imagine he probably has something to keep himself fully covered.
Okay.
Was covered enough.
An
Yeah, and even if you
umbrella.
had like a thin silken mask or something like that, like your jagged smile mask, you
Yeah,
could.
he has a couple items. He has like his little cloak. He's got a scarf. He's got his little mask if he needs to. Put
Yeah,
on a hat.
should be fine. It's not oppressively hot. It's probably like mid 50s as far as temperature goes. Chaston kind of guesses that you're in late March, but he says he's been so long from civilization that, frankly, he's not 100% sure. It's definitely spring though, and it's definitely the spring of 1350 in this land. 1350 Anno Domini, or whatever that means. Say March.
Yeah. Is it just us and Chaston at this point?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are walking roughly east along a path. He's not out in front. He says, first thing he does is he says, if we are accosted by any brigands or wild animals, I am no good to anyone. So this is, you're a godsend.
Oh, I don't know. You'd be great.
I'd most
food
certainly
for
hope
them.
we do not get attacked by brigands. We don't even speak their language. Speaking of which, we did actually hear that you might be able to help with that.
I see. Yes, I do know some things. Shall we all be frank with one another?
Zed.
We're getting to be
I believe
friends.
we shall.
I know some magic. I do not believe you are the Inquisition, although their spies have become, say, a lot more what is the word? Cagey, I suppose. I would not put it. I would not be completely shocked to learn that you are Inquisition spies, but seeing what I saw on you last night, I believe you are wizards or sorcerers of some sort. Am I wrong?
You are very much correct.
Well,
We are no friends of the Inquisition, let me tell you that.
my my magic comes from my poetry, my words. But yes, I can enchant you each so that you can speak French. You do not have to appear as English. They do suspect the English a great deal. They are at war with them, and they are they believe that they are the bringers of the plague.
How long does the enchantment last?
A whole day,
Okay, so we have to keep doing it every day.
every day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could teach this magic to you.
It does sound to be of vital importance. What would you ask for that knowledge?
Nothing, just my protection. It is good to know that there are others that I can confide in. Maleva, I suspect she too knows quite a bit of this, but I tried my best to hide it from the rest of the Vistani. And I have not heard of this land that they come from. I believe there's much more to it. I'm too polite to ask, but I always listened for clues. Shall I, before we hit the road, before we get to the road, I will enchant you so that you're able to speak and
Any spells you must cast, it is always a good idea to cast those away from prying eyes.
yes, I've learned a great deal of that over my last 10 years in Averoigne.
Even where we come from, where magic is more common, it's still a good idea to do so.
Oh, it is common here too, my friend. There is there's many stories of enchantresses and weavers of magic. These items that you showed me you were looking for, this, well, one is the enchanted sword of Solaire, so obviously there's some sorcery involved there. The elixir of time travel, that sounds quite magical, doesn't it? How did you come upon this list?
In our travels,
I see.
on down the road.
On down the road. He says, is there anything, is there anything of Averoigne you would know of, wish to know?
People on this list and what we might expect, I don't know.
What to avoid would be a good thing to ask.
Ah.
Aside from the Inquisition, of course.
Yeah, the Inquisition, most definitely. And know that if there's anyone who sees you do anything strange or anything that they suspect, they will point you out to the Inquisition almost immediately. And you will be hounded non-stop.
I'd heard that the Inquisition themselves were very limited in magic as well, even their higher-ups. How well equipped are they?
They do not use it, but there are some, I suspect. I was questioned rather heavily. Let's see. It was four summers back. The war was going on, but we had not lost a great deal. The plague had not yet come, and several of the Inquisition had me cornered in Zimes, and I suspect that the Inquisitor there, he knew somehow that I had used one of my enchantments, despite the fact that I was extremely careful. He could probably see its effect on me as it worked, so I suspect that he was able to use the magic that they so despise, which makes them hypocrites. And there's nothing worse than a hypocrite, isn't there?
We'll go with that.
It's all about power with them. Their religion, their god.
And what of the common Inquisitor? Do they carry any magical weapons, gleaming silver, or dastardly coal irons?
There's the Inquisition of Vion and the Inquisition of Zimes, and they travel the lands. It's not an extensive. It's not an army or anything like that. Most of the young fighting men have gone off to fight the war, so there's a small bands, but the church has the entire resource of the province at its disposal. The church controls the whole province. There might as well not even be king. There are some that that say the Archbishop of Vion is a good man. It's hard to say. I think the Archbishop of Zimes has a harder heart. I was lucky to get out of Zimes. And I had not returned since. I think the Inquisitor was just looking to frighten me. I don't think he wanted to burn me at the stake, as it were. That does go on, though. After a good bit of torture, of course. There's one thing to say, the cathedrals are beautiful. Wonders of construction. As are some of the Roman monuments that still dot this land for 1,000 years old, some of them. And as you guys are walking, the better part of the day, I'm going to get everyone to roll perception checks. Those are big numbers, Arthur and Asami. So as you guys are walking along the trail, you can kind of make out that there might be an opening in the wood, maybe 200-300 meters or yards down the road or down the path. You kind of get the vibe that things are kind of opening up. And as you're kind of looking out, just both of you at the same time, just kind of glance, and halfway up an oak tree, there is it's like a knot, probably at about the 8 or 9 foot level. It's kind of hollowed out a little bit, and you can see what looks like to be a bit of blue cloth. Like maybe the end of a cloak or something like that.
We just see the.
And it's like right beside you almost. You're looking down the path out, and you think you maybe see the road in the distance, but then you guys just kind of glance up to this tree as you're kind of walking past it. You can just see like this little bit of cloth hanging down out of a knot, and you both spot it at the same time.
I'll just point it out. Hey, what cloth in trees isn't normal? What's that all about?
Yeah. You look, it looks like there's like a little hollow up in the tree.
How high up?
It's along the path?
Yeah, it's
Ahead of us?
it's like 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Arthur will take a look.
How high is it?
It's like 8 feet up. You could just reach up and grab it.
Wow. Who's rolling all these 20s?
Oh, we'll get the result of that when we start fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make him friendly. And let's get rid of all non-friendlies here. See, who's going to reach up?
Arthur will reach up. He's not too afraid. He's a little too short for it, so he'll have to climb the tree a little bit to reach properly.
Okay. With your new abilities, climbing the tree is not a problem at all. So you can climb right up and have a look if you want, or are you just going to climb up enough to reach it?
He's gonna climb up enough to where like his head is on level with assuming it's a branch that the knot's on, to like properly get a look at it.
Okay, so you kind of like cling up on the tree, like 3-4 feet up, and you look in, and it's definitely a hollowed out notch in like an old oak tree, and within it looks like a cloak and a shirt are all rolled up, and there's some blood on the shirt. It's dried up, so don't get too excited. But it looks like they're kind of like balled up together, and they were kind of stuffed in here.
Interesting. Arthur will go ahead and, you know what, he'll just grab it.
Okay. You grab it, and you can feel like there's something cylindrical and probably about 8 inches long or so, and a couple inches wide within the rolled up clothes. So it's either a sex toy or or something else, like maybe a scroll tube or something like that.
He'll grab it and jump down off the tree to take a better look at it.
Okay.
Sort of unwrap it.
Yeah, so you unravel the clothes. The shirt's badly torn, and looks like there's a fair amount of blood on it. The cloak, not so much, but it's really worn. It's like an old wool cloak. And it wasn't like folded up carefully or anything. It was just kind of wrapped around. And the object is a leather scroll tube. It's got a cap at one end that kind of pops off, and there's a little bit of leather thong on it to keep the cap from rolling away. Doesn't seem to be any wax seals or anything like that. Doesn't look like a messenger. Looks like a scroll tube.
I'll open it.
Okay. And there is a sheet of paper within. Sheet of parchment. An old sheet of parchment.
Yeah, is the text readable, or is it in...
You gonna remove the paper, or are you gonna...
Oh, I see what... Yeah.
Yep. Put your finger in, remove the paper gently. Yeah, it's.
I'm waiting for the explosive runes.
No, just despite its age, its softness, it holds together fairly well. And you open it up, and there are arcane runes on it that are scripted in Latin, the same language as in Ex Oblivione. You guess that a read magic would probably work on it, identifying it.
Let me see. Does it have read magic? God, if he took that
I have read magic if you need it.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at it, Arthur will toss it your way.
Okay. I will read magic for him.
Okay. Read magic. You don't even need it to identify it. It is a... Let's see, where is it here? Is it a scroll of... Nope. Well, that's not right.
Uh-oh, it is Ruins of Explosion.
Let's see here. It's a scroll of Rejuvenate Eidolon. And I will put it in your party sheet.
What the hell would that be doing?
In a tree.
In this world?
Wasn't that convenient?
But in this world?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, outsiders probably still exist here.
I wouldn't expect that in France. I could see that in Thailand, but I don't see that in France. Okay. Anything else on there that might indicate the type of eidolon that it was originally designed for?
No, just eidolons in general. There's a summoner somewhere in these lands. Or there was.
Get a little worried now. Never run into another summoner.
The way that these were kind of like hastily stashed and hidden, I think maybe somebody was, with the road being as close as it is, maybe someone was chased off the road and stashed it, and who knows? But
I guess maybe an Inquisition chased him. All right.
it could be anything. It could be bandits, could be werewolves, could be, who knows?
Disgruntled eidolons. Yeah.
Could be anything. Could be whoever set that trap for you for the demon. Who knows?
All right. Onward.
Onward. All right. So you get out. It's probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock by the time you guys get to the actual road, which is mark the party token to there. And the road generally moves in a north-south direction, and it's about 15 to 20 feet wide. It's made of stone and some kind of mortar. It's got like a bit of a crest in the middle. Probably there's like little drainage ditches along the side. It's extremely well crafted. It looks like it's been here for a long, long time. And it runs, Chaston said that it runs all the way from Zimes all the way to Paris. But Villon is to the north.
North it is.
No, we want to go south first to the Inn of Bonjouissance, and then we'll find out if the plague has abated in Villon and what the atmosphere is like. We don't want to just...
That's what I said. South it is.
All right. And plus I want to premiere my two latest works here at the inn, where it's more of a captive audience before I fully put them on display in the town of Villon, assuming everything's kind of recovering and the people have gotten back on their feet and they're able to appreciate a good poem. So as you're heading south, you kind of come to a bend in the road, and it kind of heads back to the southwest. And as you're traveling a little bit up ahead, you can see 4 ox carts and men on the road, staggered, and they look like they're fighting men, but they don't look like they're actually... Well, let's get some perception checks from, say, a couple 100 yards away where you guys would be when you come upon them.
We got good eyes to tell a couple 100 yards out.
You do. Yeah, you don't see any like specific uniforms or anything like that, so it's not... let's see here. Chaston says that you'll know the Inquisition when you see it, but that is not... Looks like a merchant. Let's see here. Let's see. Shoot for... His perception isn't the greatest. He's getting old. Still, yeah. It's like a merchant caravan of sorts. I think merchant caravans on the road. That's a good sign.
That's enough living to at least make it worthwhile.
Bonjour, mon cher ami marchand.
All right, let's...
Yeah, were we already enchanted earlier in the day?
Oh, yeah. So before you leave the woods, he casts the... let's see how many he can do. It's a spell. It is called Share Language. And he can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 in a day, but that's all his first level spells. Although his first level spells aren't great, like Charm Person, Chastise, Cure Light Wounds, that kind. Nothing that you guys can't do.
He doesn't have
Put it on
commands, I guess.
So who?
Obscure, because Kai speaks the languages I do. So you give it to me, she
Yep.
speaks it.
There we go, Zed, and then we'll. So it's automatic on Bakai then too. Asami.
She would want it, but I don't think we need to do it on Skewer unless he has the extra casting.
He's got the extra, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Arthur, obviously, and yeah, Skewer. That gets everybody. All right. Where were we here?
Eidolons automatically speak the language of their summoner.
Oh, cool. So we throw you on the map.
Oop.
Further and far enough away, you're probably like 3 hours away from the inn. If you want to do any super long lasting spells in the woods.
All right, can you, let me see, last time I looked, we weren't rested. Give a rest so we can
yeah.
reset.
Let's do that.
How visible is mage armor?
It's visible to detect magic. It's not visible to the eye normally.
Then again, some are magic items, so
Yeah, exactly.
we're just
Luna's going to mage armor herself. She doesn't care. It's like, fuck that Inquisition.
very well.
And what else does she have that lasts all day? Oh, her arcane pocket, of course, which is automatic. So with her arcane pocket spell, she re-ups it once in the middle of the day. It lasts like almost the full day. It's a bag of holding in her pocket, like a smaller one. You've seen her use it enough times that you know exactly what it is. So she's got mage armor and arcane pocket on herself. Anybody else have?
Just the mage armors that we tossed on Zed and Bakai.
Okay.
Call out again to him. Bonjour, mon cher ami machin.
Okay. And they
Re-clicking these performances because that happened today. We didn't rest after giving Bakai the saves, right?
yeah, that's right too.
Yeah, so I just remarked that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did she roll her saves yet? Or is this is not a new day?
It's not a new day.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. They
The only magic aura Asami's giving is the crown and the bag.
okay.
That's it. Which is like a little tiara thing or whatever in her hair.
Okay. So as you guys call out, the caravan guards, they kind of turn around and look. So they get on more of alert. And a man comes out of the back of a wagon and starts making his way down the side.
Are they going south or coming
They're
north?
heading south towards the Inn of Bonjouissance.
So we are catching up to them.
You're catching up to them, yeah.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
so they get tighter to the rear wagon, kind of spread out at the front, while air quotes successful merchant makes his way back towards you. Hello. How are you, my friends?
C'est bien, et vous?
I'm good. How are everything well in Vion? We just came from there, so I don't expect an extra day. If
No,
the city still stands, does it?
no changes from what you know.
Very good. You're off to the inn as well. We're hoping to make it by nightfall, but it does not seem we will.
We are too.
Travel with us if you wish. Cannot
Bien.
use the cart. They are loaded with goods. We're bound for Zimes, but I imagine there will be some who are wanting to look at our stuff at the inn. So perhaps
We might too. Safety in numbers from the brigands of these days.
We had expected the worst, but we have not seen any sign, and we've been 2 days on the road now.
Well,
Okay.
we'd be flattered to travel with you.
Sounds good.
By all means.
Okay, we'll travel in the middle of the pack
Okay.
if they will, or behind them if they don't.
He says his name is Rene Vauchamp.
Of course, it's always Pierre or Rene.
I had to get my Rene's in early. Let's see here. Are you in the market for some good wine or some perhaps some dry goods?
The guy says, wine, we.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of wine from the cellars of La Frenay, which is it's been mentioned before. It's like a castle to the north. There's like the count of this province. It's called the Comte de La Frenay. His name is Raoul, and he is about as hands off as it gets when it comes to politics and the church. He's more into whatever he's up to in his castle. But they make a fine wine, and so he's got a bunch of that. He's got a bunch of like meats from over the winter that were cured and stuff like that. He's got a bunch of dried goods like rope, cloth, that sort of thing. Perhaps something that you're interested in specifically. Perhaps some new clothes. Your shirt looks a little some blood there. Or perhaps that is wine. Of course.
Of course. The guy's like, Chianti?
Things can get messy on the road.
Yeah, he'll sell you
Vistani
like
does not have any blood.
like a hand keg of wine for a silver coin.
Oh, she'll take it. She goes, Sad, give me. Sad, give me.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of 4 bottles of wine. And you get the vibe that a silver coin is pretty valuable in this land. So you don't know how much money you actually gave that old gypsy woman, but he's giving you a shitload of pretty good wine for 1 silver coin.
All right. She takes it, and she tries a willpower check not to drink it all quickly. 15.
Okay.
Oh, she makes it. She takes her time with it.
Okay. It's like 4 bottles, like 4 full bottles. He looks at the coin. He's like, interesting. You are travelers, I suppose. Maybe Italians?
You ever hear of Ibn Battuta?
No. Is it Eastern land? The Orient?
We're travelers, yes.
Okay, he's like the Lankhmar coins. They just have they don't have years on them or anything. They just have head stamps of the Overlord, and
Long live the Overlord.
that's it. He's like, okay, well, it's a thicker, heavier coin that he's seen, so he's quite happy to get it. And he puts it in his pouch. You notice a bunch of copper coins in there. Is there anything else that you wish?
If you know any good songs,
I'm not a singer, my friend.
What
If
a
you don't mind my
song!
asking, what exactly are you transporting?
Goods, wine, food, cloth,
food, she says.
rope,
Cheese?
cheese.
Sounds like you have
Yes,
some early buyers.
lots of cheese.
Dad, give me a coin. Give me a coin.
The whole back cart is just laden with cheese and butter, and not milk. It would have spoiled by now, but yeah, like dairy products.
I was like, do you have cheddar? I love cheddar. Do you
We have all
cheddar?
kinds of just everything from all the French cheeses to cheddars, the real stinky ones,
I want
Rochefort.
a cheddar.
Yeah.
How much for a wheel?
Oh, a couple coppers, 4 coppers.
What's a copper for us? There's brass, and then there's the IT. Is the IT it?
Yeah, but
All right.
he looks at that and he says, "No, that." He pulls out a copper coin and he shows it. So that got the head of what looks like a king, and then it looks like a castle wall on the other side.
Will these work? I pull out the ITs, whatever those are.
No, he doesn't want your iron coins. You some kind of
Oh.
heathen?
How about these brass coins?
No, that's no good. Silver or copper
We
or gold.
we jest with you, my friend, as Arthur's gonna just hand him a rilk. What about this?
Oh, I don't have enough change for you, my friend. What would you like?
Cheese. I want cheese and wine.
Okay, yeah, he
Cheese and wine will spot it.
for 1 gold rilk, he gives you as much cheese and wine as you can carry.
Oh. Her willpower goes to a 20 now.
Go ahead, enjoy yourself.
Oh, she makes it.
Oh,
She savors it.
she savors it, and she's lactose intolerant. You find.
Oh, those damn
Cheese.
fae.
Yeah, the flatulent fae.
They like the cheese, but the cheese don't like them.
As you are, let's see here. Where are we? So you guys are kind of like happily making your way along. This guy seems a pretty nice guy. Anything you want to know? Any news or anything? Chaston is like asking him all kinds of questions about Vion. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Bakai doesn't ask questions. She just jumps on the back of the wagon and happily drinks wine and eats cheese.
This is our first time actually making it to the inn. What should we expect?
Oh, the inn is quite nice. It's so he's got like 15 guards, and the inn has more than enough room for all of them, and then some. It's got places for his oxen and his carts. It's the buildings. He says the building is huge. It's twice the size of any inn in Vion. Jules, the innkeeper, he hasn't seen him in 6 months. He's been trying to avoid the pestilence, which is happily seems to have burned itself out. Hasn't been any reports of major outbreaks in the last couple of months since the weather's warmed. He lost quite a few friends, though.
This plague. I heard some nasty rumors about this plague. Do you know any ways to protect against it?
Just your faith in God, my friend.
Of course.
So this is punishment for the wicked. And many died. Although I do not know the truth of it. I had many friends who died. They were not wicked. It was
God only knows, I suppose. I'll make sure to pray twice as hard.
it was the first when it first came upon us. We did not really know what to make of it, but when the church started nailing people in their homes, confining them so they could not leave once they had become sick to die on their own. We began to question our faith in God. It was a dark time. A whole field to the north of Vion is dedicated to a mass grave. Thousands dead. His eyes kind of like well up. And he shakes his head. The Mont Rouge. Hopefully it is past. And as he says that, one of the caravan guards screams and an arrow takes him in the neck.
Oh, all the guards went poof. Oh, there they are.
They are. And you see a volley of arrows from the woods into the carts.
What?
And we'll pick it up there in 2
You need to
weeks.
destroy that.
It looks like there's
Dun, 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 dun.
dozen or so bandits at least. And we'll pick it up there next week. And by the way, you can feel free to move your minis on the map. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize it was locked. So we'll
What's
put
this unidentified E over here?
unidentified E.
It's unidentified.
On the
Let's
top right.
let's identify everybody. Oh, E is yeah, you'll find out in a second. Let's give you a sneak preview. It's a man on a horse. Let's
all right.
Let's bring it to back. Send to the back. There he is on a horse. He comes galloping out of the woods as I guess Chaston would be up talking with the where is he here? Where did Chaston go? Did I lose him? Did he go under Zed?
Wasn't
You
he in
carry
the
a blade,
back?
Asami. You might need one.
Chaston is in front of the last horse.
Ah, there he is. Okay. Yeah, he was up talking to the merchant guard or the merchant himself, asking questions about, the plague and stuff like that. I guess that after so you guys would be close enough to so maybe we'll move him back more further. Let's say he was back here-ish. And Chaston was there, and you guys are close enough to ask questions and stuff like that. All right. And the man on the horse is in kind of like a heavier armor, almost like a breastplate, and he's got a sword. He almost looks like a leader of men. And these bowmen are they've got like it's either padded or leather armor, and they've got like English longbows, and a couple of them have arming swords, but most of them have like hand axes at their side. They look like in real world terms, they look like the leftovers of like the English army, like the archers, the peasant archers that didn't make it back over the channel. And there's a band of them. There's roughly a dozen, and this man on the horse who's sweeping into combat, just as we put a pin in it right here.
We're good to go for 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks for today is, let's see, that is June 1st. Yes, I am absolutely good to go for that.
Okay.
Does Asami carry a weapon?
I think
She has a rapier, but she almost never uses it.
yeah, but it's always on her side, right? She kind of looks like a swashbuckler-y kind of swordswoman, sort of.
Yeah. She's wearing like the regular armor.
Yeah, does
So-
Zed carry a weapon on him?
Oh yeah. Let me see. I don't remember this character. I think I'd carry I got a crossbow.
Yeah, and make sure that because it's seems like it might be a bad idea to cast spells right now, so you may want to practice those weapon skills.
I
Yeah.
got a crossbow and a dagger, but yeah, I'm going to be using. Where is it? No.
You may want
it's
to take
not
advantage of
kept.
that 3/4 BAB.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what you guys would actually look like historically, and I can't come up with anything. I'm assuming that once you've learned everything about this place, that maybe Bakai puts a cloak on over her wings.
Yeah, I mean, she'll begin
Like-
to hide things.
Like other than that, she doesn't look fairy at all. Other than just her. She looks very Irish,
Hey, very Scottish.
very Scottish. Yeah, there we go. And then, so if Luna keeps her hood up, for the most part, her ears won't be as evident. She just looks like a spear maiden. You guys look like maybe a band of I don't know, a bunch of women and dudes with a bunch of weapons wandering around, like soldiers of fortune, maybe. Yeah,
We're pilgrims. We're
Gotta
pilgrims.
protect yourself against the dangers of the road. So anybody,
there you go.
even these merchants have weapons. So.
Yeah, you guys, if you can come up with a story or something like that, you might save yourself some headaches. This is cool. A good first start.
All right.
All right, we will see you all in
Bonsoir.
2.
Bon nuit. It's
Bon nuit, bonsoir.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Night, everybody.
See you later.
Night.